everyone, Kelly Shaffner here. It's a Stitch Fix day. I'm so pleased that you have joined me. If this is your first time joining my channel, welcome. I hope that you will stick around, subscribe, and join me for future videos. And hello to all my returning subscribers. I'm so glad that you are here. This is my Stitch Fix today. Folks, I ask you to bear with me today. There is actually a tractor about 40 feet from where I'm filming that is moving rock today. And I have to get into this Stitch Fix because I only have 2 more days, and I always like to hear your comments on the pieces that I receive. So forgive me if you're not familiar with Stitch Fix. I will leave everything you need to know in the description bar below, and I have also left my referral link. And if you want to try Stitch Fix for the very first time, you can get a free box by going through my link, and you also get $25 credit towards your first box. In return, Stitch Fix offers me a little bit of credit, so it's a win-win for both of us. Thank you to everyone that has used my link. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I will do my best to answer, and my viewers are also really helpful about answering those questions. But I've got 5 things in this box. I didn't change my style requests at all. The last note that I left asked for transitional pieces and for jewelry. So let's see what's in here. Okay, here is my box, and all the details, everything I need to know about Stitch Fix, about trying things on and returning is all right here. And speaking of returns, they do offer a postage paid bag, so if anything in here doesn't work out, I just drop it off in this bag at the post office. Really easy. We have, oh yeah, my least favorite thing is there's a note from my stylist in here, as well as some style cards and an invoice with the prices. Yes, the clothes aren't free, I have to pay. And look at this, guys. You see a shoe bag? It looks like a jewelry bag. Oh, this one does make noise. And a wee little bundle. Okay, let's start with the bundle. So we've got some denim. That is really a pretty coral color, it looks to be, and some stripes. Very promising. Okay, right on top is the striped top. And oh my goodness, look at that. It's got a tie front on it. It's a button up. It's a real button up. Yes, there's a pocket there, a nice collar. I love a collared button down, and I'm also a pretty big fan of the ties in the front. Looks like we have about a 3/4 sleeve. Did I see a tab? There's a tab there. Not my favorite look, but I'll try it both ways for you. This is the 818 Maxwell tie front top in light blue. Promising. Okay, the little coral number. What do we have? Looks like someone's tried it because one of the sleeves is inside out. Okay, let's see. Now, this looks pretty smocky boho to me. I don't know how that's gonna work. We have crochet detail throughout the garment, lace on the top. It is a V-neck and more crochet detail down the front. The sleeves look to be about a 3/4 length sleeve, and they do have elastic. This is the Jean Paul Richard, how about Jean-Paul Richard? Raylin crochet detail top in coral. So I don't know. This doesn't really look like my style, but let's see what it looks like on, because I do like this color. The next thing is a pair of denims. These are the Studio Blue Estella double fray hem skinny jean. Double fray hem, that's what that looks like. Isn't that cute? Ooh, I like this. Little bit different. And we have some whiskering in the front. It looks like, yeah, 5 pockets. What do those pockets look like? Boy, there's a lot of tags on this one. Other than that, they are just kind of a medium wash. We do have a little bit of the distressing there, but I don't see much, so I like these. I really like the hem on these. You guys saw it. We have shoes, and I always enjoy shoes, but truthfully, I don't buy many Stitch Fix shoes. They just haven't sent me options that were very different from what I own, and these are tightly secured. Let me get this open. Okay, I finally got them open, and this is by Report Footwear. These are the Lexi laser cut sandals. Okay, they're in gold. That sounds good. Look at that packaging. That seems so very silly to me. Okay, these are cute, and normally I would be all over these. I don't really care for this in between the toe strap. That bothers me, and I do have some sandals like that, but I am really moving away from that, and my stylist doesn't know that. The only time my stylists ever know is when they send me something like this, and then I leave it in my notes. So yeah, these are kind of cute. We'll have to see what the price looks like on these and how comfortable they are on me, because my little toes are pretty sensitive. I don't know if that is going to work. Packaged just as strange. And I say that only because that packaging really doesn't keep the shape of the shoe. But yeah, here's the cute little sandals. These are by Rapport. And then the jewels that do make noise. Let's see what we have here. These are by Marilyn Schiff. These are the Teresa Pave open shape drop earrings in coral. Oh, so they might just match my little top. There's a card in here as well, talking about the designer Marilyn Schiff. Here are the earrings. These are very pretty. They are beaded in coral beads and then gold accents all the way around them. So I will try them on for you so that you can see them in a better light. So my stylist wrote me a lovely note stating that everything she sent is meant to be worn together in one outfit. So that is very cool. I got an entire outfit in this box, and then to switch things up, I just changed blouses for a different look. Now, she was mindful of my price points. I've been having difficulty with that, and she only went over my preferred price point, she said, in the denim. So let's take a look and see what the prices are. The total of my entire box is $213. The buy all discount, $53.25. I could have all 5 pieces for $159.75. Yes, this is my kind of fix. Everything is affordable. So let's look at them individually and see what we think. Okay, the first piece is the 818 blouse, and normally I really like a blouse like this, and I'll tell you what, this one is a nice fabric content. It is predominantly cotton with a little bit of polyester. That usually means it's going to keep its shape, and yet it is going to be delightful to wear through the spring and even in the summer with all that cotton. Now, I thought that the pocket placement was a little bit high, and I also don't like that it's got this white fabric on the inside, which you can see both in the collar and in the ties. I wish that had been finished off. This blouse is only $38. What do you think about it? It has such a fresh springtime look. I think it's going to pair so nicely with white denim, and I'm leaning towards keeping this. $38 I think is a really nice price for this blouse that I'm sure I will wear throughout spring and summer. The next piece is the Jean-Paul Richard, I'm not sure. This is a beautiful piece. I don't know if it's a piece for me. It's got all that lacing and the crochet detail, which is really, really lovely. I really like this color. I think this is going to be a very trendy color through this season. But you know what? It's 100% rayon. You can already see how wrinkled it came. And it really just didn't wow me enough. The price is right. It's only $44. I think it matched the earrings beautifully. I think it's lovely. I just don't think it's the top for me, unless, of course, this is a 5 for 5. Let's see. The denim. These are the Studio Blue double frayed hem there. I really like these. I love this hem detail, and I do think it looks really nice with sandals or really any shoe. Maybe not so much with the booty, just because it is a longer length, but I appreciate that longer length also because I do have a lot of ankle pants. I really like these. I am hoping I can size down in these. I did have a few extra inches in the waist, and if I cannot exchange them, I might just keep them because I have that really fabulous no buckle belt that will keep these denim up, but I do think I would prefer to have them in a smaller size. So yay, the dieting is working. What do you think about these pants? These pants are $64, and I think that that is a fair price for these pants. Although it's above my preferred price point, at least I'm not dropping a few $100s for these, and these are really nice and stretchy. I like everything about these pants. Hope they come in a size smaller. Okay, next up is the sandals. These are by Rapport. These are the Lexi laser cut sandals. I think they are adorable, and I have to eat some crow here because they really were very comfortable. The strap did not bother my toes, so that was surprising. Of course, I just wore them for a brief moment for the try-on, so I don't know. I would have to actually wear these for a few hours, and I think if I'm going to do that, I have to call them my own. These are only $39, and I think that's a really good price. I think gold sandals go with so much. You guys know I love my metallics, and these are going to be a staple this summer. Yeah, I think I'm going to get them. $39. What do you think about them? Okay, next up we have the earrings. These are the Maryland Schiff earrings, and I think they're beautiful. This drop earring, I think it was actually a really good length of a dangle for my ears and the length of my hair. I love the coral beading. It's very, very nicely done. These feel like a very nice earring. These are only $28, and I am so pleased that my stylist listened and sent more jewelry because I've been revamping my jewelry collection lately, so this really works out well. So even if I don't keep the coral blouse, I think that this is going to add some color to my wardrobe. And yeah, I do have coral already. Well, I can find some outfits to pair these with. So for $28, I'm thinking seriously about adding these to my wardrobe. What do you think about these earrings? So you know what is happening. Stitch Fix math is coming into play right now because Stitch Fix offers me 25% off the entire box, which I told you before is $53.25. Now, the one top that I'm really not crazy about is the coral top. It's $44. I mean, I should probably keep it. I keep telling you I'm going to start a Poshmark closet and start to sell those pieces that I'm really not crazy about. And guys, I'm not going to wear the coral top. It's going to wrinkle. Even with a good steam, as soon as I leave the house, that rayon normally wrinkles on me, and I don't care for that look once I am out and about. I'll be anxiously awaiting your feedback on my fix. Let me know what your favorite pieces are. What would you do if this was your box? Would you keep it all? Gift the coral top, sell the coral top, I don't know, but I am very pleased with the pieces that my stylist sent. If you enjoyed this video, would you please give me a thumbs up? If you haven't done so already, please subscribe. I really appreciate your support for the Kelly Shaffner channel. I'll have another video for you in just a couple days. Please come back for that one. Until we meet again, blessings to all of you.